some good news. Now, Debi, I think you've got a little bit of time just to give us the latest on, well, it's the hot news, isn't it, on electric vehicles?
Yeah, it is. I just wanted to revisit last week because we were talking about electric vehicles, and I just want to make a couple of notes with everybody. So electric vehicles, they'll need a new battery in their lifetime, an electric car, and that will cost you anything between 14,000 and 30,000. They're more expensive to fix, 25% more expensive to fix. There aren't enough mechanics to fix them. Insurance companies are refusing to insure them. There's a lack of infrastructure to charge them, and they set on fire. And if that isn't enough to put you off, my next question would be, do you know who you're seeing in the NHS? Do you know what you're getting in the NHS? But do you know who you're parking next to? Because last night, Luton Airport car park was engulfed in flames. And this has been a really serious fire. Up to 1,200 cars were parked in this car park, and it literally just exploded. And some people have been taken to hospital. I believe 5 people have been taken to hospital. And then thanks to our great friend Cheryl Granger, who sent me this from Instagram, clearly showing that it would appear to be an electric car that seems to have started this. Now, all the flights from Luton are, as far as I'm aware, still cancelled, even now as we speak. There is nothing flying from Luton. So it's not just electric cars, is it? It's electric bikes. And we've said for a very long time, you know, people are charging electric bikes in their hallways, in their bedrooms even. And this article in the BBC came out of, this is the 11th floor of a block of flats. And all I can say is, thank goodness, the cladding seemed to work on that, because I dread to think what might have happened if that had been a block similar to Grenfell that didn't have protective cladding on it. So that e-bike was on the 11th floor, and on close to my home here in Cornwall, in St Austell down the road, we had sirens and all sorts going off the other week. And that was because another electric van had exploded outside this couple's house. They were asleep in bed. It was the neighbours that actually woke them up and pretty much saved their lives. And the next screenshot is just a follow-on from that. And the lady, the wife, said that she believed the blaze was a result of the car, and it did blow up. And now she's lost her confidence in the safety. Well, that's quite a story, isn't it? To lose your confidence, your whole house goes up in fire. But even worse than that, apparently these electric cars are kidnapping the drivers. So this gentleman here, Brian Morrison, he had a £30,000 MG, and it got stuck at 30 miles an hour. And so when he was driving back from Glasgow, so this is near to your patch here, David, and he was unable to stop. He was dodging red lights. He couldn't use his brakes, and he had to be crashed actually into a police van in order to stop. And apparently there are 100 million lines of software. So what could possibly go wrong there? So if that hasn't put you off having an electric car or an electric vehicle, I'm not sure what will.
Right, Debi, are you going to show this little video clip?
Oh, yes. Sorry. Yes, this was the video that we missed from last week. And loads of people were asking to see it. So this is Scott. He's a YouTuber, and he's got a little bit of information on electric vehicles for you.
Well, now electric cars have become more expensive to fill up than gasoline cars. So the one big advantage of electric cars is that they are cheaper to recharge than pouring gasoline. Well, that's kind of vaporized. Well, don't say I didn't warn you. The price of electricity is just going to keep going up. And this is the tip of the iceberg, because when you buy gasoline, there's a road tax that helps pay for the roads. Guess what they'll start sticking on electricity bills? A road tax, if everybody starts driving electric cars. Because if they don't, then we'll all be driving electric cars on roads that are full of holes, even worse than they are now. And of course, it doesn't even include buying one of these chargers, paying an electrician to wire it up to your house. You add all this stuff in, the myth of cheap electric cars is just that, a pipe dream.
Yeah, brilliant.
Scotty Kilmer on YouTube. He's absolutely brilliant. Do watch him.
Okay, Debi, thank you very much for that.